What's up everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Amped On Demand and today's edition of the Whiteboard Brief. Your warm-up is 3 rounds of 1 minute jogging in place, 30-second squat hold, 10 Cossack squats, and 10 single leg glute bridges. Remember guys, for warm-up we're trying to work through full range of motion with patience in each movement. We're not just trying to get it done as quickly as possible. The more effort you put into the warm-up, the better your workout's gonna be.
Stand with your feet just outside shoulder width, toes pointed slightly out. Push your hips back, then drop straight down, making sure your knees are tracking your shoelaces, your chest is up, and your back is straight. Keeping your heels flat on the floor, hold that position for the duration of the interval. Start in a straddle stance. Push your hips back, then lower yourself down to one side, making sure your knee is tracking your shoelaces, your chest is up, your back is flat, and your heels stay on the ground. Then stand all the way back up before lowering yourself down to the other side. Lie flat on the ground with your heels about a foot away from your butt. Lift one leg straight into the air. Drive your other foot into the ground and lift your hips up, trying to get into a straight line from knee to hip to shoulder. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes at the top.
For your workout, we got an 18-minute EMOM. That's every minute on the minute for 18 minutes. Movement 1 is 21 hand release push-ups. Movement 2 is 18 V-ups. And movement 3 is 15 goblet squats. So at 3, 2, 1, go. You have 1 minute to complete your 21 hand release push-ups. Then you rest the remainder of that minute. Start of minute 2, you have a minute to complete your 18 V-ups, rest the remainder of that minute, and then at the start of minute 3, you have 1 minute to complete your 15 goblet squats, and you rest the remainder of that minute, and repeat that cycle for 6 rounds, which would end at 18 minutes.
Start in high plank with your body in a straight line and your hands just outside shoulder width. Lower your chest and hips down to the floor, keeping your elbows close to your body. Lift your palms off the ground, then press yourself up, making sure hips and shoulders rise together, and you finish with a full lockout of the elbow. Starting in a hollow body position, keeping your arms and legs straight, crunch your abs and bring your hands and feet together. Holding a weight at your chest with your shoulder blades down and back, stand with your feet just outside shoulder width, toes slightly out, push your hips back, then drop straight down, keeping your abs engaged and a curve in your lumbar spine. Once your hips go below your knees, drive through your heels and stand straight up, making sure your feet stay flat on the floor the entire movement.
EMOM workouts, guys, they are a lot of fun to do. One of the reasons I like them is because, you know, I like rest. And EMOMs, if you do them right, typically have 10 to 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds of rest, depending on how quickly you move. Now in today's workout, 21 hand release push-ups is a lot to get done in 1 minute. 18 V-ups is a little bit more manageable, but still can be very tough. And the 15 goblet squats, it really depends on how heavy you go. If you're going really light, 15 squats is not too many to get done in a minute. However, if you're going heavy, 15 can be a lot of squats to get done in 1 minute. So what I want you guys to do is scale the number of reps or the weight that you're using so that you can get the movement done in 30 to 40 seconds when you're fresh. Because when we get tired, the movement's gonna take longer, and if when you're fresh, it's taking you 50 to 55 seconds to finish it, when you're tired, you're not gonna finish it at all, and then you'll end up taking a round off, and we don't wanna have to take a round off. So I really want you guys to focus on picking a number of reps and a scaling option for the movement that allows you to complete it in 30 to 40 seconds when you're fresh. That will give you 30 to 20 seconds of rest before moving on to your next movement. Now, as the workout progresses, that rest will get shorter and shorter as it takes you longer to do your movement, but that's okay. That's the intent of this kind of a workout. So if you don't scale the push-up appropriately, whether that's how you do the movement on your knees, on your feet, or hands elevated on a box, or the number of reps you're completing, it's gonna be ridiculously hard. So make sure you start this workout with the right amount of reps so you don't end up falling off towards the end. Your cool down today is 2 rounds, 1 minute of each of the following stretches: couch stretch, pigeon pose, child's pose, and cobra.
Start in a lunge with your knee on the ground. Place your back foot on an elevated position and try and bring your butt to your heel while keeping your chest up and your back straight. Start on all fours, swing both feet to the left, then drop your left foot straight back behind you, keeping your back straight. Press your hips as close to the ground as you can, and then lower yourself onto your elbows. Start kneeling, sit your butt to your heels while you reach forward, keeping your arms straight and resting your head on the ground. Lie on your belly, press your chest and hips off the ground. Try and arch your back from neck to tailbone.
Well, thank you for tuning in to Amped on Demand and today's edition of the Whiteboard Brief. I hope you enjoy this workout. Remember, if you want to work out with some of us from the gym, hop into one of our free live classes. The link is in our bio. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.